It's pretty insane that we control all of this just by pressing buttons. Working by design? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Hey, I am Feedbackgaming, and this is Battle for the Bosporus, Hearts of Iron 4, World War II game. Have you heard of it? Even though this fantastic expansion has dropped, I'm going to do something really different. I'm going to show how British I am by playing my favorite country, my home country, in heart and soul, and that's New Zealand. All right, it's not quite Britain, it's not Queens, it's not tea, it's not Union Jacks, or kind of Union Jacks in the top left corner, but it has the spirit of Britain deep within its heart about 150 years ago. Regular, historical, let's go. So you're thinking, oh, Big Bob tanks, right? He's gonna do the Big Bob, ha, meme, funny. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna form Polynesia, which is pretty dumb for many reasons. And how you form it requires you hitting a few buttons whilst at peace and just being given free land over and over again. Yeah, this is pretty dumb, but incredibly OP when you do the finished result. Wait and see. Look at this focus tree. Look at this focus tree. Together for victory. Together for 20 focuses. Maybe 30 max. And now, if you look down the left side, under Maori volunteers, there's unlocks a decision called Request Control of Pacific Islands. What does this do? Wait and see. Anyway, first focus we're going to do is the first Labour government. We've got a few divisions to begin with. We'll move those to here and exercise. Not to level 3, just unlimited exercise to grind army XP. And we have civilian factories, so we'll build one of those and one of those here. Trust me, you're going to run out of building slots because we have 2 states. Actually, I think we've got another one. Oh yeah, we've one up here as well. Samoa. So 3. Yeah, we've not got a lot to work with. So we need building slots. How do we get building slots? We have to go for dispersed or concentrated industry. And at the same time, you know what I love? Submarines. Those good old bathtubs. And we have some planes. Exercise those to level 3. Anyway, off we go. Oh, when it comes down to gun production, yeah, you don't have a lot of choices. You've got 1 military factory, so just settle with what you've got, okay? Be happy with what you've got, all right? Random New Zealand fact. Did you know, geographically, New Zealand is almost the exact same size as the United Kingdom? Wow. See, so much in common. Next focus is the Statue of Westminster, which gives us more autonomy and political power. Hey, submarines! Submarines too. And we're going to go for concentrated industry. No real reason. We're not going to be producing a lot of land equipment, so it's not really going to make that much difference. So, concentrated it is. First political power, 150, partial mobilization. I think that gives us 1 civilian factory. Yes, it does. All right, Statue of Westminster is done, and now we're going to go for Into the Darkness. First Labour government, Into the Darkness. As a British person, oddly relatable. Right, another 150 political power. We're going to go free trade for all those lovely green bonuses. This is the focus, and this is the decision we're going to end up with. Unite Polynesia. With the islands of Hawaii, Aotea, Tahiti, and Samoa under our control, we may be able to unite all of the Pacific peoples. Unite Polynesia. We need all these islands, so there's a lot to conquer. Yeah, conquer. Wink, wink. All right, let's make this division a little bit smaller because we've got the XP now. And ideally, we want a 10 width with a bit of artillery added onto it. Just a garrison division to hold the coastlines. Right, Into the Darkness is now complete, and now we are ticking towards more autonomy so we can eventually break free. Good. Now, you can do this with a civil war, but you will leave the Allies, and it'll be a nightmare to get back into it, so don't do that. All right, we're going to go for some ships now, so let's go for transfer the New Zealand division, which gives us 2 light cruisers, which is an increase of 0 to 2. So, an actual navy instead of no navy. Submarine 2 is complete. Submarine 3. 800 days. Ah, that's nothing. Training of the division. Just 1 more. Drop that boyo down. Pop him here. And exercise him up as well. The more divisions you've got, and the larger those divisions, the more army experience you will gain per day. Concentrated 1 is complete. Concentrated 2 is the next. There we go. We've got 2 light cruisers. Come to New Zealand. All the way over here. Give him an admiral. We have 2 admirals without a navy. Figure that one out. And they have arrived. Exercise. So what's really annoying now is you can exercise these and they're going to get damaged, but there's absolutely no way of repairing them because you don't have any naval dockyards. So we're going to need at least 1, just the 1, which will pop here when this civilian factory is finished. We'll also go for Mr. Demagogue, Arthur Nelson Field. Probably did nothing wrong, or maybe he did, I don't know. Comment below. Next up, expand the Devonport Naval Base. 2 naval dockyards, which is really useful. Massive increase from 0 to 2. Train another division, just the 1. Pop him right there. Gonna go for a ship designer. A max range submarine, 25%. You have to go for this first before you research the submarine. Otherwise, you'll not be able to take advantage of the bonus. Right here. Naval dockyards at long last. Make sure you assign them, because otherwise you'll never be able to do the repairs. And then we'll drop ourselves a submarine for now. And we'll drop you here, and then off you go. There is a lack of steel, and it's hurting our production by 25%. Oof. We'll just have to take that on the chin for the time being. And immediately, when I build these naval dockyards, we need to repair our light cruisers. Oh, damn. But on the other hand, the game has a lot of naval experience, so that's also good. Concentrated 2 is complete, and now we're going to go for construction, because we've got a 50% boost, because we're part of the British Empire. Right, we're going to bank political power now, because we want to become independent. And that just secures the nation and prevents us from joining any upcoming wars. So we can stay in the Allies, getting all the bonuses of being in the Allies, but not actually join any of the wars. The next focus we're going to go for is the Ratana Alliance, which hurts our political power gain. Ouch. All right, Ratata Alliance is done. Now we're going to go for Social Security Act. Now, going for the Maori Affairs Act is also useful if you need the building slots, which you will run out of building slots. So be aware you can come back to this at some point. Construction 2 is next. And we have run out of manpower, so we need to go for the next conscription, which is limited. Another civilian factory on the North Island. All right, we've run out of fuel, so we have to go back to base and just heal up and regain some of our fuel. And we'll have to import at some point. At some point, but not right now. Social Security Act is done, and that gives us recruitable population. I didn't actually know that, and 2% is really good. Okay. Manpower Act gives us more manpower. We're not working with a lot, so it's nice that they gave us more and more. The population of New Zealand at this time is just over like 1.5 million, so once again, not a lot to work with. All right, let's import a little bit of fuel. Just a little bit. Max out the reserves, and then we'll send our fleet back out again. Seeing as we've got a boost for this, 50%, because we're in the Allies, we'll go for the improved machine tools. Hey! What does the next focus do? 2 more recruitable population. Oh, don't mind if I do. Right, we're full on fuel now, so cancel the oil, and then send the fleet back out to exercise. Mark this so they break off automatically, and marks that on high priority, so when they do need to repair and break off, they can do. Very rare that you lose a ship whilst exercising, but this makes it practically impossible. Machine tools is done. Now we're going to rush for concentrated 3, because we need building slots, because as you can see, there's like very few. 300 political power. Do you know what that means? Independence Day, the 25th of January, 1938, will always be remembered as the New Zealand Independence Day. What a proud moment for New Zealand, guys. And final focus, Maori volunteers. And now we can do the spicy stuff. Right, time to import a little bit of steel. We'll get that from United States. That means now we pop that to the top. And that means that we can produce submarines at full volume practically all of the time. Maori volunteers is now complete. Now, the spiciness begins. Request control of the Pacific Islands from the United Kingdom. It is a button that requires nothing to press, no specific requirements of ideology or any kind of cost, other than you've got to be in the Allies to request it. And, what are they going to say? What is the answer going to be, UK? The United Kingdom accepts! Our reasonable request to control the Polynesian states occupied the United Kingdom has been accepted, and we are now under the control of a number of new island territories. The Gilbert Islands, Alice Islands, and Navarru. Where are those? Oh, it's all these islands here. Beautiful. And the joy of this is now we have more building slots. Well, potentially when we get more concentrated industry. We also have Maori volunteers too. A really, really bad division. But hey, you got it for free, right? So can't complain. So we're going to do the Maori Affairs Act now because we need building slots and we severely lacking because that's it. 3 building slots and then we're done. There are no more. France has now joined the Allies. You know what that means? We're going to request their islands from them. Give us Chromium Island, please. And they accept! Tahiti and Nendu have now been given to us. Beautiful. New Caledonia. Chromium Island has been awarded to us, but it doesn't have any building slots. That makes me sad. I don't know why this has happened now, but Australia! We need control of the islands. And this is going to give us the Solomon Islands. Beautiful. All right, we have now have occupations, so I need to be aware of that. So I need to prioritize garrisons. Next focus I'm going to go for is a submarine effort, which allows us to get a submarine ahead of time. I wonder why we went for submarine 3 so early. All right, I'm going to go for the naval theorist to grind a little bit of naval XP and give us doctrines a little bit quicker. It would be no surprise, but we are going to be going for trade interdiction. Sub 3 is complete, and now we wait. Ah, there we go. Submarine effort is now done, and now, submarine 4, 1944 submarine, being researched in 1938. Another, moment. Right, we're done for this part of the focus tree for now. Now we can move more eastwards and start working on, let's say, infrastructure. Wow, better late than never, right? Concentrated 3 is done. We'll now start working on our doctrines. First one we'll go for not spend the 100 XP because we've already got boost through our focus trees. New Zealand steel, 10 steel. That would allow us to cancel this import from America. Next up, we are going to go for oil. 5 oil, which might be enough to keep our entire navy afloat. Maybe, we'll see. Next, trade interdiction. Once again, not spending the 100 XP because we've already got the boost anyway. Right, we're now 60% now for the brown ideology. And now we've got the option to hold a referendum. This will automatically appear when you hit 60% of your ideology. And boom! We have now become the leaf. Not the most pretty flag, but it'll do. The Bureau of Industry, South Island, will gain 2 civilian factories. That is massive to say that we start with like 2. We can also go for war economy now as well, which we will do. All right, Bureau of Industry is done. Next up, we're going to get a research slot, which we desperately need. Being on 2 for the last 3 years has been a nightmare. It has begun. WW2. Not that I care, because I will not be taking part in it until the very end. Now we're going to research high-tech, advanced sheep farms of New Zealand. I mean, I joke, but every time I see lamb in the supermarket in the UK, it always says New Zealand lamb, so I guess they have a lot of sheeps over there. Next research slot is going to go for Concentrate Industry 4. Yes, way ahead of time, because we need the building slots. Building slots is very important for New Zealand. Have I not told you that? Also, we've got a bit of fuel now, so we can cancel our imports from America, and this will hold us on for 90-odd days. Good. Germany is asking us for docking rights, even though that we're in the Allies. Do you know what? I'm going to say yes. New Zealand is double dealing. In an unusual twist, we're going to go for an intelligence agency. Of course, feedback intelligence. Of course, the best agency. So the next step now is need to wait for America to join the war. And then when they're in their allies, we can request their islands off them. Yes, we are going to request for the entirety of the state of Hawaii. I think at this point in history, it's not actually a state. So maybe that's more of an explanation of why they give it away so easily. But we'll see. They may say no. Who knows? We'll find out. The first upgrade we're going to go for is Naval Department. And yet again, another boost for wolf packs. Industrial conscription, which gives military factories for some reason. Our first operative, EV War. And we'll start looking into what the Japanese are up to. So we need 6 upgrades to get the next spy. So we'll next go for S-Pills. We can also go for extensive conscription, which we're going to go for. And we can also go for naval maneuver. Not the best chief of navy, but submarine 4 in 1939. Advanced, super-powered submarine ready for us at our disposal right about now. Big engine, big torpedoes, and yes, you guessed it, big torpedoes. The biggest, baddest submarine of them all. Go for enemy operative capture chance, plus 100%. Yeah, sure. And the next upgrades we're going to go for the ones that give us bonus to the subs. So smoke generators, magnetic detonator, electric torpedo, and homing torpedo. We've got 2 military factories coming up. I'm just going to pop them here. All ready for when this drops. Next focus we're going to go for is army reforms. We're going to work down the right side that allows us to get a big think. And also get us more research slots. Seeing as we've got political power we're not using, we'll go for working conditions. This only affects factory output. It doesn't affect dockyard output. Good to know. Need 3 more upgrades, so we'll go for passive defense. That's the cheapest for now. And we can also go for Spy Master. Why not? We're now the Spy Master of the Allies. That unlocks 3 more operative slots. Insane. Next one is going to be Advanced Submarine Warfare. You get where I'm going with this. Spend all that naval XP. What I'm going to do now is get the 6 upgrades. Unlock all the operative slots, train all the New Zealand spies, pop them into Japan, and get lots of intelligence on them. Meanwhile, the Allies keep asking me to join the war. I'll pass on that one. All the spies in Japan. We know exactly what Japan is doing every step of the way. We've got the option to go for an elusive gentleman, an extra spy. Why not? Let's infiltrate their navy. I've never done this before, so why not? Let's give it a shot. Commence when ready. Off you go. The big think. 4 factories. I think that's more industry than I started the game with in one focus. All right, we've infiltrated their navy. And now we have 72% naval intel, so we can see the position of their ships. That is going to come in handy later on, and you'll see why. I've reached a point on the focus ship in New Zealand where I don't think there's a lot of point. So, in all honesty, I don't think we're going to need any more than 4 research slots. So what I'm going to do now, go all the way to the bottom. I bet you thought I'd forgotten about these, didn't you? And I'm going to go for naval production, 20% extra naval production. And this means we'll pump out those subs a little bit faster. Modify this division a little bit. We get back some guns if we change this from horses back to regular infantry. And yeah, that'll pretty much do. What a deadly division icon for a very weak division. And there we go. Trade interdiction is complete. Right, Japan has declared war on the Philippines. And that means only one thing. USA, welcome to the Allies. Anytime you like, USA, you know, just hop on into the Allies. You're at war with Japan, you know, anytime you like. Oh, wait, hang on. The Allies are at war with Japan. Oh, okay. Is that why USA seems to be joining the war later and later recently? What do you know? I didn't know that. But regardless, Japan is now justifying on the southern resource area, which brings in the Dutch East Indies and Malaysia, so therefore they'll be the allies. So good. Next part of the plan is on the way. This is nice to know. It's one of the decisions you rarely click on, but 100 PP or an extra building slot in this scenario is actually really handy. So yeah, let's do that. Japan has declared war on the Dutch East Indies. You know what that means? Means we're at war with Japan. Well, the allies are. Wink, wink. I'm not at war with the allies. And that means USA will join the allies. Right, there we go. We have the option to say, hey, United States, why don't you give up your Polynesian Pacific Islands? Why don't you give them up? And this seems like such a big deal to Americans. And it surprises the hell out of me too. Like, they just give up. Hawaii. Okay. A bit weird, but that's the way it works. Gee, thanks, USA. I really appreciate that. In the meantime, let's go for befriend Japan. And we're going to have to say goodbye to the allies. Goodbye, allies. 5 building slots in Hawaii. 5 naval dockyards. That looks good to me. I'm going to go for this more slimlined 10 width. 13, but you get the idea. Japan has approved our alliance. We are now in the Japanese faction. Now we have the option to ask for the Pacific Islands that Japan own. And surprisingly, they just give it up without a fight, even though they own... Oh my god, they own so many islands in the Pacific too. Watch this. Wait. And there they go. Now they're all New Zealand colored. Beautiful. And this is it, boys. You've waited for this. The islands are unified. We gain cores on all of them. And we also gain, wow, like 100,000 manpower too. Go back to naval production. And Japan, we don't even need you anymore. Leave the faction. It's pretty insane that we control all of this just by pressing buttons. Working by design? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. So there might be a very small, very small historical context to this, but as Polynesia, we have a core on Taiwan. Now, where does Polynesia fall under Taiwan? I'll never know, but this is the final conquest of Polynesia to take back Taiwan, which just feels so strange to say that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Japan, but you're next. Got a decent general here, and we'll add on our field marshal. He's got decent defense, he'll do. Also, we'll go for defensive doctrine, organization first. And these guys are going to defend all the ports. And surprisingly, there's quite a lot of them. Yeah, I think this is the last time I used the garrison mode. It's called area defense now. All right, let's drop down to limited exports. We're going to focus a little bit on convoys as well to balance things out. Right, we don't need to exercise our fleet anymore. So send it all back to base, get it all repaired up, max out those repairs. We had to hop back onto service by requirement because manpower is a nightmare. And now we're ready. All right, move our fleet to the Philippine Sea for now. And then we're going to have a little cheeky look at what Japan is up to. So their navy, main parts of the navy are actually positioned here. What we'll do first is aim to hit this sea first, the Philippine Sea. And that way it'll cover us from if they try and naval evade us behind us. So we put them on convoy raiding in the Philippine Sea. And we're going to put them on engage at high risk. Split off if damaged. And yeah, we're just going to go from there. And then we're going to justify on Japan for our rightful holding of Taiwan. Go, go, go. Justification is complete. And I'm nervous, but here we go. The Polynesian Empire has declared war on Japan. Historical game, by the way. Invitation to join the allies from the United Kingdom, I will accept. And also rights access, but doesn't matter because I'm in the allies. Okay, so I can cover these both seas, Bismarck and Philippine, with 100% efficiency. So I'll do that for now and see where I can hit. Hitting a few convoys. Oh, here we go. Actually engaging their actual navy now. These look like escorts. And these destroyers are getting absolutely pummeled. Annihilated. Once again, engaging another escort fleet. And absolutely, oh my goodness, annihilating them. Can we get a light cruiser as well? That would be the icing on the cake. No, but we're getting a lot of destroyers. And there's the big fleet. And they're running away. We've lost 2 subs. Both of them are old ones, so that's not a big deal. They lost a light cruiser and 7 destroyers. RIP for the 2 light cruisers that we got at the start of the game. And this was also a very good trade. The first 1944 submarine has sunk. Okay, this is getting a bit dangerous here right now. Once again, we're winning these battles, but can we afford losing these losses? Probably not. So let's move out the Philippine Sea and just focus on the Bismarck Sea. Oh, first naval invasion trying to take the Solomon Islands. By the looks of things, they're probably going to get it too. They're dropping off a lot of divisions. And we hold. Will they be able to deal with the land forces? Oh, the defense is so high. 500 defense is so entrenched. And they've deorged. Oh no, we're about to lose Iwo Jima. That makes me sad. There's a lot of submarines operating in this region. We can double check that by looking on intelligence. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it doesn't actually say convoy raiding. Since we're in the Allies again, let's become a spy master again. And gained 5 operative slots. Okay, that's probably more than we even need. Oh no! And we've lost another island. For some reason this division's strength is so incredibly low. Maybe it was due to supply problems. Oh well, definitely Ripperino. 5 divisions landing here with practically no strength. Yeah, 0% strength. These divisions are actually going to die. They're not even going to retreat. Okay. Oh, the twitching of the Japanese division. Is he attacking? Is he moving? Is he moving? Is he attacking? He doesn't even know. There's some kind of new dance he's performing. Oof. Another wipe. And another one. And another one. All right, let's cover the Bismarck Sea and the Solomon Sea. Lots of activity happening here. Oh, massive navy. And we've sunk a heavy cruiser here. And they're all running away from our subs. Subs too strong. The panic of the Japanese divisions as they wiggle around frantically without avail. Meanwhile, in Europe. Yep, the fall of the Germans. France is back, baby. And it looks like the Soviets are pushing back in the east as well. Also, Japan isn't looking too hot in China either. Oof, big one. Coastal defense ship and a cruiser was sunk. Total convoy sunk. About 649. Insane. Surrounded, but so strong and so entrenched. No one can touch him. Our contribution right now is 0%. Gee, thanks, allies. Oh, this is a big one. The flagship is there as well. And they're all running away. Did we manage to strike anything big? Nope. Just the screening ships. Oop, that's a big one. Oh no, third island. It looks like we're going to lose it. Well, give it to the AI. That's determination. I'll give them that. Oh no, they actually abandoned it at the last second. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right, I'm feeling confident now. Let's go into the Marinana region. Another one. And another one. Oh, yeah. Got him. All right, there's not a lot of activity now. So what I do is hop onto Japan. Look, I've got 100% naval intel and check where they've got their fleets. It looks like they want to do naval invasions here because of naval invasion support in these regions. I'm doing a bit of convoy raiding here. So probably the next best bet is to go here. And the reason why we've not seen any activities, they're all in repairs. And we got a peace conference. Oh, Germany's collapsed. For some reason, I have some war score for this. And so does China. I have no idea why this hasn't been taken by any of the allies. You guys love border gore, right? Okay, auto-clicker time. Okay, I don't know how I've done this, but I've actually resumed the game in a peace conference. Oh, and it's working now. Okay. This peace conference is completely bugged out. How is this even going to turn out? I'll never know. What is going on? Okay, so we managed to take this. We also puppeted the German Reich. This game, I love it. Okay, return territory to Germany. There you go, have that back. We still got the puppet though. This has given us like an absolutely ridiculous amount of factories. Just from owning this? How many military factories do they have? 19, not even that many. Oh no, we lost our puppet. Okay, that's the Yalta conference for you. Right, Japan now is so low on convoys we can get really close to them. In fact, just completely surround the mainland. We've got enough spies in Japan. Just a few spies. Just 1 or 2, you know, not that many. Japanese convoy is 25, which is practically 0. Can we do the max spread of the Pacific? I know it won't be 100%, 8%. We'll just have to split them in 2 a few times. There we go. And there we go. Pacific supremacy. Oh, that's cute. Britain's taking the islands back for me. Maybe. Maybe yes. Polynesian invasion of Taiwan. 100% historical game. We're a bit late to this game. Oh, we're a little bit late. Can we even land before China takes it? Oh, we do. Yes. And we even have control of the state. Perfect. And landing into Japan, 3 divisions. Can we take Tokyo? Japan's not feeling too good. Yes! We took it. Get wrecked, son. Switch out to the good general. Oh, come on. That's more than 1%. Done! You took it. I thought China had taken Taiwan, but turns out it was the UK. So we have a Republic of China here, and also Republic of China here. Which is the one true China? Well, there you go, guys. That's how you make the Polynesian Empire, and that's how you start off with practically no factories and actually do something in World War II. Pretty cool, though, isn't it? Look at all those territories. Shame they're pretty meaningless, apart from manpower. Guys, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember, if you don't hit that bell icon, it means your subscription practically means nothing. Guys, I hope we have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Goodbye. Thank you for your support. Every single Patreon supporter helps me hire editors to make more content for you. Thank you.